Welcome to Cabelo, the root of it all, a podcast that is short, sharp, and to the point, just like a pair of scissors. Twice a month, we will be talking to inspiring guests about hair, hair loss, education, and business. Each guest will cover their past, present experiences, and future plans exclusively for you. Interact with us on our social media platforms, and more importantly, DM us with your questions for our guests.
Welcome to Cabelo, the root of it all. And today we have Novo Cabelo founder and director, Rob Wood.
Hello.
How are you?
This is weird.
This is very weird. This is
Both of us.
both of us very weird. Just so everyone knows, future episodes, Rob will be the general host.
Yeah.
You won't have to suffer me.
No, but it's good though. You're taking yourself out your comfort zone. It's
Very
what
much.
It's all about, isn't it?
What it's all about. So the kind of format we're going to be doing is past, present and future.
Yeah.
So to kickstart it, do you want to tell me how you got into the hair business?
Yeah. Like, so my past was very much, I never thought I was going to be a hairdresser, first of all. So I am originally from Essex. I got a singing and dancing job up in the northeast of England. So I was a singer and dancer, and that's all I wanted to be. I wanted to be in a boy band and live my life like that. But
So you like the attention?
Yeah, just a little bit. This is just quite normal for me.
Yeah.
No, and I got a back injury, and it just kind of made me, I was only 21 at the time, but it still made me think about, can I carry on doing what I was doing? Because I was lifting girls up on stage, I was lifting equipment when we were setting up, that kind of thing. And someone said to me, have a look in the yellow pages, just have a flick through and see what you kind of like. So I've done that. And it was between web design or hairdressing. And an academy round the corner from me was doing an open day. So I decided to go. It was really nice because I was one of the only boys there as well. So you got quite a lot of attention and it was quite celebrated for a guy to go into hairdressing.
So how old were you?
I was 22 when I started my qualification.
And this is in the north or down south?
In the north,
right.
Yeah. So I was in the north. I'd done my level 2 and I'd done my level 3. And I had a bit of a break from the northeast for a year. I moved back home to Essex because I wanted to save up for a mortgage.
Right.
As I'd qualified, completely blagged myself way through for this salon that was local to me. It was a really posh salon. It was like the posh salon in my hometown. And I went down, I said, I've got no clients. I've got barely any experience, but I'm just really good at getting to know people.
Blagging.
Blagging.
Yeah. You are. You're quite a good blagger.
Yeah. You know me so well.
I do.
It was like, right, I'll give you a go. What could be the harm of it? So I really learned my skills then, the professionalism.
So you say you went into the salon to learn, you had two options.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a passion for it? Or was it literally hairdressing? What can I do?
Yeah.
Previous to this, did you have a passion for hair?
Yeah, I always liked, particularly women. I was always very, when I was a glamorous woman, when a woman like done their hair and their makeup, it was really lovely to see, because you know how much work had to go into that, the transformation, exactly. And when I started becoming more comfortable being a stylist and telling myself I can do this, which was at that salon, because the boss was very dominant in the salon and he was very successful in his field, and I kind of did look up and go, I like him. I really can learn a lot from him.
Aspire to be that type of guy.
Exactly. And to also do the things that maybe I don't agree with and change it and add it to my bit. I've always had a look at how someone's doing things and want to add my perspective and my bit onto it. So so I stayed there for a year and I saved up some money and went back to Northeast, where my old boss said, I'm opening a salon and I want you to be a part of it. Do you want to go into business?
And you were how old now?
Yeah, so I was 25 then.
Opening your first business at 25.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what was good is that I had the backing of an experienced boss, who was now my business partner, so she could do all the numbers and all of that.
And you could be more creative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Be more creative, be the one on the floor, be the personality, be the ones that people look forward to seeing and greeting. And so we opened that, and I had that salon in total for like 17 years. So I suppose really kind of learning my craft, but also learning to be a boss of 16-year-old apprentices, even though I was 25 at the time. I still didn't have that maturity there. That was the toughest, building a team up while still concentrating on becoming better in my part of the industry and knowing what I want. I didn't always want to stand there doing highlights. I liked the business side of it, but I wanted to find my thing.
Right. So yeah, I get that. So you were more on the creative, exploring what you want to do rather than the day-to-day running of a business.
And I loved the fact that I had my business because it did give me certain flexibilities. Like if I wanted to do something, it would happen like that. So if I wanted to go on a photo shoot and create a photo shoot, I could. I had the financial backing for my business, and I could do something a bit different.
And the business was successful?
Yeah, really good. It was just such a lovely local salon that was different at the time. We offered organic products, natural products, something that's not been seen before, and people really responded well to that.
Yeah.
And we offered some different services, the extensions, we done wig cutting, that kind of thing. And that's when I started seeing that was more to just cut and colouring.
Right. So from going from your traditional hairdresser, I think you had a couple of businesses, a couple of hair salons.
Yeah.
To getting into hair systems, what we all know you for. We all know you're the guy off TikTok who gives people hair.
Yeah.
How did that come about? How long ago?
So that was around 11 years ago, I want to say. 11, 12 years ago, where my stylist at the time said, look, my brother-in-law is just ruining his life, his hair loss. He had this whole routine every single morning where he'd grown the side, traditional male pattern balding, so he'd grown all of his sides down and he pushed it up and he used fibres and hairspray.
It's like a work of art. The time these guys were spending.
It was exhausting to think what he was doing, because then also as well he was going, is it raining?
Yeah.
Is it windy? Is it this? Is it that? And he said, is there anything you can do? And I said, I don't know, but I can look. And of course, when someone gives me a project, I'm like a dog with a bone.
Yeah.
I've got to go and see everything about it. So I went on YouTube, and there's a guy in America that was doing it. And there was a guy, a company on Facebook in the UK that was starting to do it, and they started blowing up. And I was like, I wonder what this is all about. So kind of watched a couple of tutorials, very limited tutorials that was on YouTube at the time, and said, look, if you trust me, I'll put a hair system on you. I'm not trained. I'll do the best I can. So it was like anything. He was literally at the end. He was like, I'm going to bat shave it off. So if it goes wrong, I'll shave it off and I'm good. I'm like, okay, that makes me feel a bit better. So we closed the salon early. We done his hair system. About 4 or 5 hours later, we were all crying. We were all very emotional. We were laughing. It was just like a weight had been lifted off his shoulders.
Did he love it?
He did. Yeah. And do you know what? It's funny because I Facebook memories kicks up on the odd occasion of your work, and you go, okay, it wasn't my best work.
Yeah, I mean, we're going back, 10 years ago?
Yeah. And at the time, it was the emotion that led it. It didn't just change. And, I saw him at a wedding just recently to my stylist who is getting married. And I said to him, I didn't just change your life that day. You changed my life. And you've got to understand that it really impacts you as a person that's delivering the service. And I said, you enabled me to you were almost like my girl's world that I didn't have as a kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I just see what happened, we're all there.
Is that what drew you into it? Was it more the emotional side?
Yeah.
rather than the actual physicality of doing it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get away from the transformation. Everyone loves it before and after.
Yeah, we've saw them.
Yeah.
We see the tears, we see the
Yeah.
laughter, we see the family's reactions.
But they look younger, they look brighter, they look more confident, their
Yeah.
bodies change. And it was like that side. And then you're like, oh, I've done that. I've put that smile on that face. And that to me, hands down, was like, right, I think I found my thing now.
Yeah.
I think this is what I've been looking for, even though I didn't know what it was.
So take us from that first in your salon, doing your stylist's boyfriend's hair.
Yeah.
Take me, how did then you become better at it?
Yeah.
Did you improve your skill set?
Yeah.
But then how did you end up, becoming like Novo Cabelo become such a big brand? How did you, on social media and pretty much one of the big faces of hair systems in the UK?
Yeah. It was, I had a hair extension company that I was just kind of kicking off, and it was called Main Hair Extensions. And I knew about extensions and I knew what we could do with them, but it wasn't a passion of mine. But what it did do, it allowed me to learn how to trade, import, export, dealing with overseas. That was really helpful for what became Novo Cabelo, because then it just became a slightly different product, but it was led by more passion, because I just didn't have it for hair extensions. I'd done the photo shoots, I worked with a lot of people, models, stylists and everything, and it was good, but it didn't feed me.
It wasn't giving you that drive.
Yeah. So I was like, right, okay, let's just start this. What does this company need to look like? What's not out there at the moment? And for me, there wasn't that complete company that looked after the stylist, supplying side of it, the level of education. And I wanted this community / family where there was lots of stylists all around the country, and no one had to travel more than half an hour, 45 minutes to get the hair system and to get it maintained. And I wanted to be able to see them and watch them grow. So it would be, I teach them, they buy the systems from me. Then I would help them develop, kind of getting their customers in, and then off they go. Would put them on a map, then other people can see where they are. Oh, it's a system.
Yeah, so it's like begin to end.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything from the initial phone call to aftercare being looked after.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like, I've took your money, you've been trained.
Yeah.
See you later.
Exactly. Well, exactly that, because there were companies out there were just training. There was companies out there were just supplying, and there was no link. So that's what I wanted. So I started the company at the beginning of 2020.
Lockdown.
Which perfect timing. And I had that time to develop my training course, really look at it. I had friends in the industry that I could have Zoom calls with, talk to them, what would you like to learn, what would you like to see, and really kind of develop that. And then during lockdown, like everyone did, they found TikTok.
Yeah.
So we played around with TikTok, and I played around with systems myself, having a system on. I had a private salon in the back of the house. So I was sticking them on myself, playing around with them, that kind of thing. And then when we come out of lockdown, there was this new group of kind of micro influencers, that people that are really down to earth, relatable people that just like to go on TikTok, and they've got hundreds of thousands of followers. So this guy reached out to me. His name was Adam. He was known as the bus driver. And he would go around London. He would tell people where the best places to go in London. And he messaged me and he said, what's this hair system like about? I'm 20, I think it was 28, 29 at the time. He says, I look like a 49-year-old. Like, what can we do? I said, look, come up to Newcastle. We'll do a full, 10 years younger scenario. We'll put you out into the streets of Newcastle. We'll ask people how old they think you are.
Yeah.
I'll take you away, do a blind reaction. We'll get your reaction, and we'll go back into Newcastle, and then we'll see if we can get your average age down. And we've done that. And little side note, I nearly called it off because I was puking my guts up the night before. I must have eaten something funny. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I messaged him going, I don't know if I could do this. So if you actually look on that video again, if you ever go back that far, you'll see I've got a very nice grey tint to my skin. And we'd done it, and it was just everything I wanted from a video. It just showed the transformation, how much younger he looks. His reaction was sublime.
I remember the video. He cried.
Yeah.
He cried. He was so emotional.
So emotional.
You could see it. It meant so much to him.
It did. And it meant so much to both of us because, you know, again, it was another kickstart for the company. So that went out on a Thursday, and I had a barbecue at my house on the Saturday. By the Friday night, we had over 1 million views on that video. By the Saturday, all my friends came over, and one of my friends came from down south, and I asked him to stay to the following Thursday, I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, to help me get through the amount of messages and emails I got. And it was over about 2,000 people saying, how can I learn how to do this? How can I have this system? Where are you? As people from Germany, from America, and it really did set this kind of, wow, this is quite a powerful thing to do. Lab Bible was picking it up.
I remember it myself. Yeah, it was in newspapers, it was on TV.
Yeah.
So that's how that one video blew up across the socials, and that's how
Novo Cabelo
was kind of born.
It was really introduced that way, and I was like, right, this is the thing I like doing, and I'm comfortable in front of camera, so I know I can talk to people and find out about their stories. All I've got to do is find out people that are willing to do that as well.
Was that difficult?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
It comes still now. It comes in ebbs and flows. It's, you know, people are vulnerable when they're talking about the hair loss, and you know, we've done many men, women, all at different stages of their life. We've had few children as well, which has been amazing to do. And it's a format that's always stayed because it's the fundamental feeling that I get to see and feel every single day.
I think that's, as a viewer, you want to see that, you know, the before and after. And I think that's what you're famous for doing. You're very famous for doing before and afters. Yes, the format changes on certain ones, but, you know, one you can be laughing, the next video you watch, you can be crying. Some of them are so emotional. And people are really exposing themselves. Which is great, you know. It's getting the word of hair loss out there, and
it's making it okay. It's like there's this stigma, and we're kind of not using it as much now. Sort of 5 years later, where it's becoming the absolute norm.
Definitely, it's definitely more. You know, it's more talked about. I mean, what I have noticed about the Novo Cabelo videos is you'll never see someone hiding the face. You know, like you do on some of us. You know, and was that a conscious decision? Yeah,
very much so, because you can't get that impact. And if someone's not comfortable to show their face on camera, then they shouldn't be put in a situation where they're shielding it and still get, you know, it just didn't sit right with me. And, you know, there's 90% of my clients won't be filmed. You know, it's only
I mean, I do hair systems all sorts, and
exactly,
you know,
and that's fine.
And I always say to my clients, be brave, tell people you're wearing one, because your experience and your journey with that air system will be so much better. Don't go from one anxiety to another. You know?
100%. And when you're open to it, it means there's no shame attached, and you're proud of what you're doing, because there's no woman on earth that would be feel
of
shame
hair extensions.
Of hair extensions. 100%. So that's how we should be looking at it. And actually, when I start saying it's just men's hair extensions, you know, they'll be like, oh yeah, okay, that feels better, you know, that kind of thing. So, you know, it's just been great to know that we are making a difference. And that's all anyone wants to do in their job and in their life. They want to feel they're making a positive impact in the world.
So going from the obviously the videos, you're a training company. You do all that type of stuff. Present, what are you up to?
What up to? 2026 been busy, like quite a few years. It's obviously the speed in which the business is growing. We're really trying to keep up with that, because the demand's there now. So currently we've been at Novo Cabelo HQ for just over 2 years now, which has been really lovely. As you know, you're head of barbering and hair systems at HQ. and we've got a really small but powerful team. If I'm honest, we've got Susan, who's our operations manager. So she's got a great story that she's come over from South Africa, and we met her, and she's now part of the family. So she does all the operations. She takes a lot of stress out. So from the beginning, I was doing the training, I was doing the social media, I was doing the post, I was sending everything, you know, that kind of stuff. We've got her now, she deals with all the suppliers and the stylists. We've got Gary, who comes in as a business consultant, and he keeps me focused and keeps me kind of planning, always moving forward. We've obviously got yourself. And then we've got Heather as well, and she's our newest member that came in October. So we've been settling her in, and we've been, you know, introducing her to the world of hair systems, and she's been phenomenal for us. She's just so likable, and she's blended in.
She is. She's good fun.
Yeah, and she's just blended into the team really well. So we've got HQ. We've got over 100 salons now in the UK, Ireland, and the Netherlands, and other parts of Europe. We are growing as well. We've got 2 warehouses now, so fulfillment centres that look after everything for our Novo Pros. And we've got a team of 5 educators now, which has been so good. And this is what I mean from the very start. I didn't want to do it all on my own. I knew I couldn't succeed on my own. And now we've got a team that we're so proud of. These are all business owners themselves. They come in, they work alongside us as educators, deliver our education. And we can spread out more, you know, across the country. At the beginning, I used to just go in the car and go up and down the country and deliver the courses. Now we've really got a team that we can do photo shoots with. We go to HairCon, we go to Salon International.
Award shows.
You know, we've really got a lovely team. And that's where we are. We're just kind of trying to keep work-life balance going.
Tread water.
Sometimes, There's projects constantly, and I can only blame myself. I understand that's just the way my brain works. Once one thing's boxed off,
or sometimes not boxed off, and starting a new stuff.
Thing. Yeah. But I think the biggest thing we've launched this year so far is our non-shave method, which is we've worked so hard on this. It's just to enable anyone. I know it's predominantly...
so anyone who doesn't know what is the no-shave technique.
Exactly. So True Blend is really about blending your own hair with a hair system without shaving. So obviously a lot of women would feel really comfortable doing that, but we don't gender any of our courses or any of our methods. If you have hair loss, we've got a method for you. So we've got new long hair as well. So we've got the European hair we've introduced, which has been great addition to what we normally use, which is Indian hair and Oriental hair. So we've got loads of different textures.
Loads of options.
Exactly. And in natural shades and in fashion shades. But for me, like, this is a real groundbreaking thing for the company, that we've actually brought in one of our educators, Kirsty, to help us do this. So me and her have been working really hard on doing this. And the reason for that is because she's got the knowledge from mesh integration, hair extensions. I brought my knowledge in with the hair systems, and you know, we've managed to launch it, which we'll launch in we'll launch in August. So we'll be doing that all around the country.
Sounds great.
As well, it does. I'm really, really proud of it. It's the new baby of the family.
So that's the present. Where you heading? Where's the future?
I know.
For Rob Wood.
Right. I suppose for me, I've got my clientele now that I'm really happy with. I've got to a point in my career where I'm able to put other parts of my time into the other sectors of the business, which has been lovely. I still love doing the social media side. I would love to get more people in front of the camera doing it. So to show the versatility on what the team's all about, really. I'd say this sounds so dramatic, but when I leave this earth, I want to know that I've made a dent. I've made an impact within my niche with hair replacement. And one of the biggest things was to have a very own from scratch product, hair system that I've designed, that every single hair, the knot, the color, the direction has all been from my brain of everything that I've done, along with other impacts along the way. So yeah, we're really excited to say that we're going to be launching a brand new system that is going to be made from us as a team. They can be made by professional wig makers. It's not a factory setting. It's very much a workshop setting with care and attention. And it's going to have so many benefits.
Yeah, so what's going to be the difference between this hair system and our regular hair systems?
Yeah. So I'm currently wearing the prototype. So
it's good.
Yeah,
it's
thanks.
Really good.
So I had a good barber doing it. So yeah, there's certain things within hair systems that can always be challenging, as all hair system stylist and wearer will know. What I wanted was fair paid donors that would donate their natural hair, so it's not being chemically changed to match the client's hair, to go into a hair system that's been made with not too much hair, sort of natural flowing hair, but you can pick any kind of style that you want. And there's not too much waste as well in the hair. So as you'll know, we get a brand new system on a traditional guy wants a short style, and there's a lot of hair.
You're losing a few inches,
Yeah, exactly. You're thinning it out. You're making sure that it moves and it feels natural. Well, we're using this hair a lot more like goldwood, a lot more precious.
It is precious, isn't it?
Yeah, and we're really thinking about what goes into a hair system and what needs to be in the hair system. You don't need to, just because someone's lost their hair, they don't need loads of hair. They just need hair. So we're thinking about the different lengths, what the lengths we need, the densities in which we need.
Age appropriate,
Making sure it's age appropriate. But none of the hair has been chemically changed. Unless the stylist wants to do that for their client once it's on, it's not been chemically changed.
But when they get it, it's not all totally
exactly
natural.
So you can
go in the sun in it.
You can go in the sun in it. We went on holiday and we're in Salou and it was 28 degrees most days. I didn't cover it up. It's not changed, it's not dehydrated. It's pretty much like my own
swimming
hair.
it.
Swimming it, yeah, exactly. I went to the swim park with the little one, going underwater. I wasn't too worried. Obviously there's the glue side, but that's always going to be around.
I saw you on the roller coaster.
On the roller coaster, going to the fastest roller coaster in Europe, didn't budge. I looked terrified. It really stands the test of time, and if you will, our aim is you look after it. If you're an experienced wearer, you can be 1 year plus, and that's what it is. It's that natural versus the longevity of the system will always go against each other, So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make the ultimate hair system that is going to suit anyone at any age and give still loads of options, but have this path where the donor has donated their hair, it's been washed, it's been put into the system, it's been specifically made. The stylist can specifically make it and match it to their natural hair, and off they go, and they can.
Well, it sounds very exciting. And I'm sure
I could talk about this.
It'll be a massive success.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah,
hopefully. So it sounds like the future's quite boxed up with it all.
Well, let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Well, anyway, Rob, thanks for letting us know your story, and we'll look forward to you being the host.
Yeah, you've done very well.
You've been
put in the comments how well he's done. I think he's done really well. This is not his normal thing, so well done.
So we'll look forward to you being the host and all your guests, which I'm sure will have their own stories to tell.
Yeah.
And again, thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you.